What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping in to this video today. My name is Danny ColdBlood, aka MusicVidiot, and we are here for another week of our Saturday special episodes, Shoot for the Stars. This one is going to be special. It's going to be extra special as we are touching on familiar ground. I think a lot of us may know who this character is, but for those that don't, and for those that want to know more, well, you're at the right place, and you're here at the right time, especially if you're here live with us during the broadcast. I want to thank everybody that's here live. Thank you so much. I love the support. It's much appreciated. And today we are going to do a special character, guys. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but his name is none other than Jack Howitzer. Jack Howitzer is definitely somebody that I've been looking forward to talking about. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Thanks Chronic Crops and Yash Prajapati and Sylvia Vasquez and Ryan McCrory and everybody that's jumping in the broadcast right now. Thank you guys all for joining us live right now. But today we are going to hit another star, as every week on Saturday, if you guys haven't been aware, we go through every one of the stars. We start at the beginning of the street, and look at the progress we made so far. It's a lot of stars already. And here we are for today's episode. We're looking at Jack Howitzer. So let's go ahead and learn a little bit about Jack Howitzer. It says that Jack Howitzer is American. That's good. He's alive. That's very good. His date of birth is May 17th, but the year is unknown. His home is the Motor Motel on Route 68 in Harmony, Blaine County. His main affiliation is Rufus Bellows, which is an agent, and Ho Chi Sak, or Ha Chi Sak. Ho Chi Sak? Whatever. Some Asian, I would assume. Vehicles? Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. He drives a Ruiner. If you guys haven't seen that rare vehicle video that I put out recently, definitely check that out. Businesses, it says that he's a film actor and a TV host. Well, we do know that because when we look at the stars, we see the little icon that's below their name, and this one is of the movies. So we do know that he's affiliated with movies. Physical description, it just says that he's a male, and it says appearances. So he's actually been around the Rockstar block, guys. Jack Howitzer was in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Holy shit! Jack is definitely not new to the series, guys. And he is voiced by Randy Perlstein. Well, I guess that his one of his main quotes that you'll hear from him throughout the franchise is, "I'm back, bitches, and there's nothing you can do about it." And that's him saying that after his release from prison in 2013. Jack Howitzer is an actor that appears in both the 3D and HD universe. He claims to have appeared in over 40 films before his prison stint. Howitzer's most notable role was as Tim, a war hero from the Evacuator films. It says that Jack Howitzer's background starts off as his earliest known film was Loincloth, and it was released in 1984. He also appears on the radio that year in a commercial for Little Lacy Surprise, and as an imagining voice on Emotion 98.3. In 1986, he appeared in the Evacuator sequel titled Exploder Evacuator Part 2. In the next 3 years, he appeared in the films titled Annihilator and 0 Seconds to Death. Howitzer also frequently used steroids during his film career. Oh man, he's a roid head, guys. It says, leading to many film critics and talk show hosts mocking the fact that they had apparently shrunk his genitals. Well, that's the chance you take, I guess. It says in 1989, Howitzer's popularity had eventually declined and his career slowed down. He released Special Needs Cop in 1992. That's a movie I want to go see, Special Needs Cop. How about you guys? It says that he released Special Needs Cop in 1992, and he severely politically incorrect film in which he endangers the lives of special needs children and other innocents. Oh my god, I didn't even want to say that. That's horrible. That's fucking horrible. Anyway, he also became delusional. Well, we know that. Look at the fucking shit he's doing. He became delusional, and he believes that his movies were real and that the Soviet Union could still attack despite the fact that they had collapsed in 1991. Okay. In 1992, he was interviewed on WCTR's Entertaining America show, where he accidentally and fatally shot the host, Billy Dexter. Jack thought that his gun wasn't loaded, it says. But we also know that he was shooting at other people at the scene. Okay, so while he was on scene, he not only killed and shot the host, but he was shooting at others. So, yeah. If your gun wasn't loaded, you wouldn't be pressing that trigger more than once now, would you there? Anyway, he says that Jack was later put on trial for murder and faced a death penalty. Although the outcome of the trial is not revealed, when interviewed by WCTR in a Los Santos prison awaiting trial, he admits to killing the original Ho Chi from the Exploder movies, also demanding his cellmate act like him. Wow. Some crazy shit with this Jack Howitzer dude. It says events of Grand Theft Auto 4. So we're going to learn about Jack Howitzer and what he has done within GTA 4. It says that in GTA 4, the Weasel News website in the Ballad of Gay Tony reveals that Howitzer instead served 15 years in prison for shooting Dexter, was paroled by 2008, and was now set to have his own reality show. What the frig? Although main characters from the 3D universe were confirmed to not appear in the HD universe, celebrities such as Laszlo, Ferdinand Martinez, and Derek the Dodo are reused entirely in canon. That's pretty interesting. Despite being paroled in 2008, sometimes between 2008 and sometime between 2013, so between 2008 and 2013, he had a car accident while under the influence of drugs and or alcohol, and Howitzer was sent back to prison. Now we're going to learn about the events that he was in within GTA 5. By 2013, Howitzer was finally released from Bolingbroke Penitentiary. He is still clearly unstable and uses Ho Chi Sock, a sock puppet dressed as an Asian, to cope with his situation, as well as continuing to believe that the 1980s aren't over. Okay? According to him, the mid-80s to the early 1990s was the greatest time in history of America. Howitzer is saying living in a motel and is being filmed as part of a reality show. Holy shit. In the show, a talent agent named Rufus Bellows is trying to talk Jack down from doing anything impulsive and to pitch a comeback film about Jack Howitzer. Though apparently no one wants to be a part of it or make it. Presumably both because of Howitzer's erratic and impulsive behavior and because the script is apparently too dated for the present day. They probably don't want to get shot or smacked with that Asian handsock. That's my own personal opinion, of course. Movie parodies such as Waiter Part 2 and both their families snapped. Terminator, we all seen Terminator or know about the Terminator series. It says that Terminator's like the movie Annihilator here in the game. Possibly in name only, though, because of Annihilator and Terminator. Okay, I get it. Special Needs Cop. So you can see how there's, you know, obvious parodies between Schwarzenegger films and Howitzer. And they both end with the ER. Who knows? Maybe there's a direct inspiration from Arnold Schwarzenegger. It also says Sylvester Stallone was a direct inspiration from Rockstar to make Jack Howitzer. It says that Stallone's films are also largely parodied, such as Rocky, which would be the film Push Up by Howitzer, and the Rambo saga, which they're saying is like the Evacuator saga as well. Howitzer also speaks in a normal, if not aggressive, American accent, which is closer to Stallone's. And it shows some pictures here on the Wikipedia, or the fandom, whatever this is. It shows Howitzer with his bald head and his American Independence Day like bandana wrapped around his forehead and the Asian sock. This is some funny ass shit, guys. It really is. I think I know exactly what I'm going to use for my thumbnail for this shoot for the stars. We're going to see an image of this sock guy. Anyway, it says there's some trivia here. It says that, let's see. It says that a howitzer... Okay, so we're going to learn the definition of the word howitzer. It says, a howitzer is a type of artillery piece characterized by a relatively short barrel and the use of comparatively small propellant. The reference is explained by Howitzer's career in war films. Alright? And Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, the host of Radio Del Mundo, mentions Howitzer's name in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, set in 1998. Okay, so that's a cool little reference from one game to another. And Grand Theft Auto 4, it says that in GTA 4, a pedestrian standing near a newsstand in Algonquin states that Howitzer is getting his own reality show. He then says that Howitzer can suck ho cheese balls. If you startle a certain female pedestrian in GTA 4 and its episodes, she will say out loud, "Jack Howitzer's ballsack." Well, what certain female pedestrian is that? Because I want to go smack her around and hear her say, "Jack Howitzer's ballsack," really loud. That'd be pretty funny. And then there's some little, trivia here in GTA 4. Some stuff, did you know, kind of things. His birthday is May 17th, as stated in his Life Invader page. The year, however, is never revealed. He has his own website in GTA 5, quote-unquote, jackhowitzer.com. And on Jack's TV show in GTA 5, much of his insanity is likely inspired by famous engineer Howard Hughes. Jack lives in a motel and urinates in bottles, similar to what Hughes did in his older years. Holy shit, Mr. Howitzer. The motel Jack is living in is located on Route 68, just west of Bolingbroke Penitentiary, between it and the town of Harmony, and is identified as the Motor Motel on the show. Jack's shooting of Billy Dexter is mentioned during the news segment in GTA 5. The reporter talked about Jack resurfacing after shooting a radio host in the early 90s, then continues to talk about people's complaints with his new show. His pants were added in the Independence Day updates in the Chinos section. That's pretty cool. So if you guys want those Jack Howitzer Independence Day short or Chinos, you can go ahead and get those with the Independence Day update, which we just got back. So if you guys missed out on it last year, right now is the perfect time to go ahead and grab those. And Jack makes a reference to the television comedy MASH, M-star, A-star, or asterisk, S asterisk H, MASH. On his reality TV show, he is heard saying, "I never meant to kill that baby. I thought it was a chicken." Oh, look at that, guys. I never meant to kill that baby. Baby. Like a chicken in an egg, maybe, kind of a baby. I thought it was a chicken, he says. A nod to the emotional finale of MASH. Very crazy shit, guys. So, I knew about Jack Howitzer. I remember even seeing some TV shows. I think that TV show's a show we could watch on GTA 5 on the television and stuff. But I don't ever remember reading or hearing all that information. So, I'm glad I'm doing this series as I'm learning things. Hopefully you guys are learning things. And like I said, as we nail all of these stars, we're going to know a lot more about Rockstar's lore and why they do what they do, and maybe even help us within the mystery. As the more that we can connect, the more that we can try. And trials are by fire with this game. And trial by error over and over again. Maybe a trial or a trigger will be activated by trying something out as we learn more and more within the game. So I hope you guys like this episode of Shoot for the Stars. Don't forget to hit us back next week as we do it again every single Saturday, unless I specify otherwise, in case, something happens by that crazy thing called life. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at the earliest or the latest, depending on what I'm doing, for the mystery show. There might be something coming out for you special tonight or tomorrow, but I can't promise the time, so I'll at least see you guys for the mystery show tomorrow. Everyone that's jumping in the chat, I want to say thank you very much for joining us here on another episode of Shoot for the Stars Live. Let me give a couple shout-outs to all you guys. We got C-Mile, Your Owner, Trippy Johnny number 5, Chronic Crops, Ben the Shadow. We got, I can't read, Big Daddy XO, The Dude, Ryan McGrory, Sylvia Vasquez, Yash Prajapati Pati Papa, and Chickly Hot Tatakapa, and everyone else's name that I can't read. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for jumping in. Illuminati Seeing Eye, what's going on? Thanks, buddy, for jumping in. Jay Freeman, Living on the Edge. All you guys, thank you so much for joining for another wonderful episode of Shoot for the Stars. Now you guys got it. We know all about Jack Howitzer and his crazy little antics, his murders, and everything else. Thank you, Trevor, for doing this with us once again. You and that steady hand with that camera so we can read the names on the stars. We do appreciate it, Trevor. Thank you very much. Okay. He doesn't want to respond, but he'll smell his fingers. I guess that means thank you in Trevor language. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys in the next video or broadcast as we end out another episode of Shoot for the Stars. Until next time, guys, take it easy. Ta-ta, and as motherfucking always, peace.